Hey, fellas.
Target locked, sir.
Take him down.
Ignore the noise. They'll be gone when you come out again. Say hi to your prince for me.
Okay, so this scene is, well, you said you just wanted to do it, so I guess you can get up to the microphone again. But basically, Chris has gotten himself into a pickle. He's gone off the path from what Vanger told him to go on, and as a result, he's come to he's next to a mountain that has this big overpass, and it looks really unstable, and the rocks are starting crumbling, so he's got a little bit of avalanche action going on around him, and then also the earth is cracking open and gouts of fire are coming out of it. Before he knows what's going on, he's basically surrounded by, fire and falling rock, and he doesn't know what to do, because if he goes any further, he's going to, for sure, he thinks you have that rock collapse on top of him, because it just looks even more unsteady ahead, and more rocks are falling up ahead.
Kung Fu Panda.
I haven't seen Kung Fu Panda.
Well, that's
Kung Fu Panda?
Kung Fu Panda.
I haven't seen either of those movies. But,
Stuff going up and down.
but he can't go back either because he's got almost constant fire behind him where he came through. Okay, and basically you're here to get him back on the right path. And I think the scene will in some ways kind of speak for itself. The stuff that might...
And where did Vanger come from? He just magically appeared from out of the woods or through the fire?
No, he is not. He's not with him. He's like across the kind of little chasm. He's probably about maybe 30 feet from him.
Okay.
I want to say. So there'll be a little bit. It won't exactly be shouting, but it'll definitely be projected. 30 feet away. Definitely, he's projecting his voice for both the distance and for the chaotic activity that's going on.
Okay.
We can probably just assume that Vanger has just kind of kept his eye on Christopher from a distance.
Okay.
He just kind of has his way. Maybe the forest creatures tell him when his friends are in trouble. No. That's a little, that's the Disneyfication of this. Lower in your voice.
Christopher, you have to believe me. Your life hangs in the balance.
Good again? No. I know what I want to change. Your life depends. That feels cliched.
Hangs is okay.
Yeah, hangs in the balance.
Rests in the balance.
I'm not sure if it fits with this version of Vanger we're doing here. Maybe I'll just take out the whole "your life hangs in the balance."
How about just your life depends on it?
Yeah, but doesn't that feel cliched to you? Does that feel cliched?
It's
so does
cliched than so does hangs in the balance.
Yeah.
They're all going to be cliches.
Yeah.
Your life depends on it. Hangs in the balance.
What else can we say there? Anything?
6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Rolling stone dies by the sword.
Christopher, you must believe me.
I was listening to Blue Oyster Cult on the way in here.
Oh yeah, I don't know who that is.
More cowbell.
Oh.
I secretely downloaded it. I love that song. Have you seen that whole video? 6 minutes of Christopher walking?
The SNL thing? Yeah.
It's hysterical. Hysterical.
Let's see. Your life... Hang on, I'm going to stop this recording for a second. You have to believe me.
Your life depends on it. That's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah.
Life hangs in the balance. Or you'll die. Christopher, you have to believe me, or you'll die.
Oh, wait a minute. How about this? Christopher, you have to believe me if you're going to survive.
Okay, that works.
Let's try that. Okay. All right.
Christopher, you have to believe me if you're going to survive. Gonna survive.
Yeah.
Christopher, you have to believe me if you're gonna survive.
Good, again.
Christopher, you have to believe me if you're gonna survive. That didn't sound right. Survive, baby. Christopher, now I'm gonna laugh. Christopher, you have to believe me if you're going to survive. Now I'm back to going.
Yeah, Gunna's good.
Christopher, you have to believe me if you're going to survive.
Again?
Christopher, you have to believe me if you're going to survive.
And one more.
Christopher, you have to believe me if you're going to survive.
Great. Okay. Next page.
Monologuing.
A little bit. He's quoting here.
Okay.
So some of it's his words, some of it he's
All
quoting.
right. But we still have a sense of urgency. We have a chasm.
Yep.
The lava has slowed down a little bit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Listen, Christopher. It's a message you could have already received if you had read more of the Chronicles.
Yeah, I know it says
That's why I just
had you
changed
read
that on the
yeah,
fly.
Yep. Let's go with if you'd read more of the Chronicles. You could have already received if you read more of the Chronicles.
You could have already received if you had.
Wait a minute.
No.
Yeah. This maybe
You
we
could have already received if you'd read more of the Chronicles.
It's a message. You'd have heard already if you'd read more of the Chronicles. What do you think? Drop my paperclip. Oh, it is.
I kind of like it. I think it's. I mean, I just changed it. If you'd read more of the Chronicles, I just changed it to you'd
Okay.
instead of if you had read. But
So no. Read it how you think sounds good. Say it. What is it?
if you'd read more of the Chronicles.
No. Give me the whole line.
It's a message you could have already received if you'd read more of the Chronicles, or it's a message you would have already received. It's a message you would have already received if you'd read more of the Chronicles.
Does that sound right to you?
Yeah, that's the way I'd say
Okay.
it.
All right. Let's do that.
Now I can't remember what I just said. It's a message
Message.
you'd already.
You would have already
It's
received.
a message you would have already received.
You would, and so we're replacing could with would. It's a message you would have already received.
It's a message you would have already received. It's a message you'd have. It's a message you would have already received if you'd read more of the Chronicles. If you'd read, which is you had.
Yeah.
Contraction. Now I know what that means.
All right. Should we give that a shot?
And then I'll quote as I quote.
Yeah, quote as you quote.
Yeah,
Yep.
Okay. Listen, Christopher. Listen, Christopher. It's a message you would have already received if you'd read more of the Chronicles. The Absolute says to you, do not refuse my words. For if those did not escape when they refused my messenger, much less
Yeah, let's look at this line a
will
little
those
bit.
escape who turn away from me.
Yeah, it's from Hebrews 12:25. So
But you don't want me saying Hebrews 10.
No. But basically, the Absolute says to you, do not refuse my words, for if those did not escape when they refused my messengers, so as prophets, much less will those escape who turn away from me.
He has also said that all who fail, even those who were his enemies, will be forgiven. They have only to trust him. Do not be unbelieving, but believing. He is not like us, Christopher. He does not lie. He does not change. He is worthy of your trust. And while you still live, you can always make that choice. Jump!
Ah, yeah! Preach it, brother!
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's what we're going for.
Okay. You want to do it again?
Yes, please.
All right.
Yeah.
He has also said that all who fail, even those who were his enemies, will be forgiven. They have only to trust him. Do not be unbelieving, but believing. He is not like us, Christopher. He does not lie. He does not change. He is worthy of your trust. And while you still live, you can always make that choice. Jump!
Great again. You all right? Want some water?
Here, hand me that one. I'll
Yeah.
put it over here. Yeah, because we're going back into the.
Hey, you could be doing Vincent.
Could be worse. He has also said that all who fail, even those who were his enemies, will be.
Christopher, need you to listen to me. I have a message from the Absolute.
What?
What are you talking about?
Christopher, you have to believe me if you're going to survive.
But how could you have spoken with...
Listen, Christopher, it's a message you would have already received if you'd read more of the Chronicles. The Absolute says to you, do not refuse my words. For if those did not escape when they refused my messengers, much less will those escape who turn away from me. Those who live right will live trusting me. Those who shrink back, I take no pleasure in.
No, no, please, don't leave me here. I want to find the Absolute. I didn't mean to refuse him. Please help me or I'll die. Please.
The choice is yours, Christopher. It has always been yours. And you're living now the outcome of your choices.
Then what am I supposed to do?
Make a different choice. Go back the way you came.
But the fire...
I make no promises. The fire may burn you, but you will live. And the Absolute will heal your wounds. I can promise you that.
Why would he do that? You just said he takes no pleasure in those who don't trust him.
He has also said that all who fail, even those who were his enemies, will be forgiven. They have only to trust him. Do not be unbelieving, but believing. He is not like us, Christopher. He does not lie. He does not change. He is worthy of your trust. And while you still live, you can always make that choice. Jump! Jump!
I'm on fire! I'm on fire!
Keep rolling. Here.